Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshack here, and we are back at it again with another fantastic raid video. This one focusing on how to acquire as many sacred shards, primal shards, void shards, and ancient shards as you can get per month, per week, per year for free. The whole point is to crack these open, get new champions to allow you to progress further in the game without obviously spending your hard-earned money, because that's what raid wants. We will not be doing that. We're going to be going over all of the free ways and, of course, easy ways to get yourselves plenty of sacreds, primals, voids, and ancients each and every month. First, before we get into the juicies, make sure to use my QR code there up at the top. Download raid if you haven't. Even if you want to make it like a new free-to-play journey. By the way, super fun. If you've been playing a while and you go back to the start, which we actually recently did in the Clash of Creators raid tournament, it's actually really fun to go back to your roots and just like have a champion or a couple champions get leveled up over time and do the stuff that you completely forgot about. It was a very humbling experience and actually quite enjoyable for me, my editor Tony, and his girlfriend. We all had a really good time doing it. Get yourself some free legendary champions. You get yourself Tholan, fantastic. You get yourself Desert Queen along with a bunch of others. I recommend Desert Queen or Super Victory, and then you get your 3 fantastic epic along the way at level 10, 20, and 30, which are going to help you with clan boss and all that good stuff. If you want to join our clan, feel free to do that too, whether you're making a new account or you're a veteran player. I think we have exactly 1 spot open in our clan, so be sure to apply. It's dudes. We're absolutely juicing. So back to the video. The easiest way to obviously acquire these is going to be your daily login rewards. These have not been updated in quite some time. I would love for these to be updated. I mean, they're still giving out in the early stages. Let's see here. Yeah, like 3-star gear, which I mean, no one's going to use. But as you can see, as you go through it, you get some ancient shards, you get some void shards. As you go through here, you get a little bit more, and I think you get, there it is, a sacred on the way as well. And then once you hit to the very end, it basically just repeats the same cycle over and over again, which is going to give you some ancients, a primal, a void. So the last one's actually pretty juiced, but the beginning ones definitely need to be redone. But you do get yourself some ancients and voids along the way with some sacreds sprinkled in there. Another super easy one is going to be the market. You generally have to go here anyway for your daily quest, which we'll get into a bit. These will also have up to, I believe, 4 or 5 ancients in here per month, and they cost 200k silver, which isn't too bad because silver should be, I would feel, easily obtainable. You always need more, but you always can get some. So 200k for an ancient, not too bad. Again, always open your shards when there's 2x events, guys. I know plenty of friends and people just opening shards whenever. Wait for events. Wait for double legendary, double chance at epic. Don't do yourself wrong. Get twice as many champions. Just wait for those events. I know you want to crack them open. Just wait. And then also in the market, you do unlock these with gems, but you should have, it doesn't cost that much. And you also should have your mine leveled up to 3. And if you don't, I recommend watching our ultimate beginner's guide into this game and how to get it, maximize your account for as cheap and as easily as possible. Going into the quests. So your daily quest will not provide you with any of the shards. However, your weekly quest will provide you with a juicy ancient shard, along with your monthly providing you a void shard for completing your dailies. And then you have at the end of the month your sacred shard there, which really shouldn't be that bad. These things take, I think, a total of like 1 to 2 minutes to complete per day. Most of it gets completed just because you play the game. There's a few times where you go in there, you're like, oh, I haven't ascended a champion, or I haven't gotten something to rank 4 yet. But generally, you're always waiting on the complete the daily, and everything else is just following suit to that. Well, when I first started, I thought it was a bit tedious. Now it's like automated. It's really easy to do, and it's a bunch of free stuff. Granted, don't feel like overwhelmed with having to do all of these things at once. Play the game as long as you're enjoying it. Don't like try to min-max to the point where the game is like no longer fun. Don't do that. But always, again, take advantage of free stuff if you can. So now that we've done our quests, our daily login rewards, you're obviously going to be in a clan, hopefully our clan. But if not, you're going to be in a clan. And at the bottom here, there should be a thing for clan shop. In the clan shop, there's going to be a bunch of different stuff. If you go to the item pool here at the top and you scroll down, there should be some shards in here that it can pull from. There we go. We see a void shard here that it can pull from. We get some legendary books in there too, which are really good, and some chickens. Again, this is a shard video, so focusing on that, you can get yourself some void shards for your contributions to your clan, which so many people forget clan quests. There's basic, expert, elite. Just do these, help your clan out, ideally ours, but any clan. A lot of people forget about that. The next spot, super not popular, but honestly really, really good on the rewards to get yourselves primal shards, and that's going to be the live arena here, which happens to be open and I've been working on. But yeah, so if we look at the live arena wins and you click on this chest up here, you can see these primal quartz. It takes 100 primal quartz to make a primal shard, and you can get a maximum of 150 primal quartz per rotation. I think it comes out to about 4 primal shards a month if you're doing your live arenas. Live arena is not very popular. However, the primal shards in general is going to be kind of how you, I wouldn't say make or break, but the fact that the primal shards open up the mythicals and then the 2x, it goes to 1%. Eventually, you'll find yourself a mythical champion, and that's just going to change your account, right? Legendaries are great. Epics are great. The mythical champions is really where your account is going to just skyrocket to the next stuff where you're doing stage 25 plus. You're getting to Ultra Nightmare 1 key, 2 key. So do not forget or ignore those primals, which in my opinion, I've kind of been doing. I have not started live arena until probably I would say a week ago, just because I didn't really have the team for it. I've been playing around 4 to 5 months. However, you can start, I think, at level or something, 45, I don't know, something like that for live arena. I'm sure my editor will pop it up. And even if you're losing, just going in there and using your tokens gets you rewards and items anyway. And a lot of people, to be honest, just AFK this, so you have a good chance of just winning even if you are pretty much AFK as well. So staying on the PvP topic, another easy one to do is tag team arena. You go into the bazaar, which you get the points for this for doing tag team arena. It's really easy currency to get yourself some more legendaries, chickens if you need them. But ideally, you get yourself a void shard here, which is obviously, I'm still working towards it. All of this is going to take time. Not all of this you're going to have access to right away, but it's always good to know where the items are you can get for free. We have a void there, but even more spectacular, guys, we have a sacred shard here at the end, which the higher rank you get, the more you play, the more points you get, and it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, sacred shards valued at $20 a pop, being able to get them for free with in-game currency that you get passively anyway on stuff that you can auto battle. I would love to say I'm close to auto battling, but I'm not in the tag team. It does take a little bit, but it's super easy and you can get yourself some legendary stuff. I make sure every day to buy 1 fragment of this guy. All right, so moving to what pretty much everybody is going to be doing all the time as you're playing the game is doing dungeons. In dungeons, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but if you haven't, you can actually get if you can go to over here at item drops on the very left hand side, it drops ancients. I believe it's about like a 0.5%, but if you're running dungeons for events or tournaments, which again, speed tournament on dragon, you got ice golem events, you got spider events, these are fantastic things to participate in. You're more than likely grabbing some ancient shards along the way there, which feels good because it's something you're doing anyway. Speaking along the terms of events and tournaments, these are also really great ways to farm yourself some more ancients or voids, whether or not it's part of the pass here or it's coming in a top place here. Again, in this particular event, it looks like there's an ancient on the way up, and then also the top 5 players in this particular event will get ancients. Well, don't sleep on your tournaments and your events, as these are pretty much how you're going to want to play the game. What I am focusing on that day generally depends on what events, what fusions, what tournaments, what's happening in raid, and then where I can, where is my energy best spent that day or week. Sometimes you want to load up on energy if you know something juicy is coming down the line. For a game that has the very high stigma of not being free to play friendly, they do offer a ton of free stuff in this game as long as you are actively playing it. Granted, you can't just like not play the game and expect free shit. All right, and the next one, as you progress your level up and you unlock more and more of these aspects of the game that you can do, like Doom Tower, Curse City, Siege, and Grim Forest. Doom Tower is where some really juicy shards are going to come from. On normal mode, I do believe there is a void here at the top, and I think there is one more along the way. I might have already unlocked it, but I do believe there is 2 shards on the normal mode. And then hard mode, while it looks a little daunting, about 6 months to a year into raid, you should have built up enough of a team to be able to start tackling hard, which I highly recommend. And also you can just start doing hard without completing easy. As you can see here, normal, I have not completed yet because honestly, I just hate a couple of the bosses and I just refuse to do them because my hatred for the boss is more important than me actually progressing my account because I hate the boss so much. However, you don't have to go through on normal. You can just immediately start into hard if you want and start progressing there. And as we scroll up, we have a void along the way. We've got energy. We've got tons of rewards here. Another void along the way. We have a sacred along the way here. We have some legendary books, chickens, another void, and another sacred here at the top. So 2 sacred shards just for doing Doom Tower on hard, which resets each and every month, and it's free to do. And you also, again, can put it on auto, so you're just farming that. All right, so we have 2 more things that we are going to be able to get your shards from. The other one being clan versus clan, which is actually just starting up here very soon. So you'll have your clan rewards, which you'll get some void shards along the way, depending on your contribution and how well your clan does and which tier you are at. There is also personal rewards for clan versus clan. Not every clan versus clan has personal rewards. Some of them are just clan rewards, and I think it's every other has the personal. Generally, when there's personal rewards at stake, you get a little bit more. That's really when you want to pump, is during those personal rewards, because you just get extra stuff on top of clan rewards. So clan versus clan, again, make sure you guys are in a clan and taking advantage of clan versus clan. I made a clan versus clan guide if you haven't checked it out. Pretty much how to win a clan versus clan, which points matter the most, and some tips and tricks to kind of take advantage of that event. There are definitely certain things you're going to want to do during a clan versus clan that you'll want to save, and they're pretty not apparent. So definitely check out that video if you want to juice your clan versus clan game. And the last and most important part of accumulating sacred shards, void shards, and ancient shards each and every month for free. This right here is your absolute bread and butter. That's going to be Demon Lord Clan Boss. This right here is your bread and butter, like I said, of accumulating free shards. This should be where your focus is on a newer account or even intermediate account, is just building up your clan boss team. This is the #1 thing, your first goal. Everything else is secondary. PvP secondary, dungeoning secondary. Everything revolves around this clan boss, because this is how you're going to unlock more and more champions to expand your arsenal of what you have available to you, so you can really be able to dive into some mid to late game stuff. If we look at the loot, obviously Ultra Nightmare being the final and what you want to be farming at 1 or 2 keys, which you get a Demon Lord key every 6 hours if you've already used them. We have the Transcendent chest you need to do above 70 million damage, and as you can see here, the rewards for this are absolutely insane. We have ancient shards, void shards, sacred shards, legendary books, epic books, gems, money. Generally, the most important things is this row right here with the books. The gear is cool, but we want the shards, we want the legendary books. That's where we're going to hit our really big progression. And you're going to be able to get this off the Ultra Nightmare, and you're going to be able to get this off just normal Nightmare as well. You're going to find yourselves the Sacreds and the Legendary books. And then on top of that, remember, if you do kill the clan boss, like fully kill it, you will be able to get 2 chests instead of just the single chest. So ideally in your clan, you are killing Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, 2 chests for each. I'm going to provide my editor, hopefully he's brought it up or he'll bring it up now, of a picture of how the stats break down, which I pulled from another friend of mine who plays Raid, our boy Chris05, which he would never provide me with bad information. So we have Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare, and if we look at the shard chance on the left, at the very bottom, we have an 82% chance at a shard. And then which shard will it be? About 50% for Ancient, 18% for Void, and about 13.5% for a Sacred. And then we have Nightmare at a 30.5% chance for a shard, 21.5% for an Ancient, 3% for a Void, and it looks to be 6% for a Sacred. So these are pretty good percentages every day, especially when you can open 2 chests of each. Once you get there, ideally, again, this is where the maximum shards are going to come from. You're going to get big progression, and where your basically sole focus should be as a player who cannot complete these. Once you start doing this and it's on farm, we can start moving to the other parts of the game that are focusing on like relics and particular pieces of gear to tackle certain bosses that drop certain pieces of gear for certain other bosses. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing first is the clan boss, getting shards farming them, getting books, equipping the books to our better legendary heroes. Because let me tell you, the book prices and sacred shards on the market are insane. It's like $5 for a book and $20 for a sacred. You could be farming this for free at Demon Lord with the team comp that you get for free through downloading raid using my creator link. It all feeds into one another. So hopefully this helps you guys find out all of the ways and kind of sneaky things you can do to get some sacreds along the way. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave that comment section below. Happen to miss anything by any chance, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. And how could I forget the absolute last way to get shards? It's gonna be the good old fashion wallet, aka the credit card. I have not purchased my monthly pack yet, which has 2 sacreds, 8 ancients, 4 voids, 150 energy, and a lot of gems. This is generally the monthly deal, and the daily gem deal are pretty good, so I'm going to pull the trigger on this each and every month. This is kind of where I go with it. And there also, we do have clan versus clan up, and I did get a nice special string pack, which gives me some tomes, energies, chickens with more legendary tomes, more chickens, and a feast at the end. Generally I go for the chicken pack, but because I need legendary skill tomes for some of the new homies that I got, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on this one as well, because I'm gonna need the energy, and I also could definitely utilize the chickens. So it has energy, chickens, and books, which I will be snagging. We're going to go ahead and grab some here. This is semi-diabolical. I did not realize that it was going to go to 25 for 2 chickens, some books, and some skill tomes, but it is what it is, because we know at the end we are getting the feast, which for $10 instantly brings somebody to 60, which is worth, in my opinion, a lot, as that is basically 5 5-star chickens for 10 bucks, which is a lot of time saved. All right, and with that, now that wraps up this video. Now that we absolutely did the cheat code into how to progress your account very quickly, and I will be saving all of these for the CVC, which should be popping up basically in 10 hours. So I will enjoy winning that. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped, and I'll catch you in the next video. Of course, I'm Robert Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.